Hey y'all, so my shirt is gonna sum up my feelings on what I'm talking about today. So I have lately been feeling really stressed and discouraged by how long of a process my surgery is going to be, and that's, because of the procedure I've chosen, which I chose because it has the best results. And these are things I have to remind myself. I've only got one shot at this, so I want to make sure I'm doing it well. Right. So, but it's hard to think about. I guess right now, I kind of got into this surgeon right as there's been a boom in people starting to go to him. So there's been a huge influx of patients, and they've been trying to navigate how to deal with that. And some of us have been just kind of caught up in this constant ever-changing setup and staging, and all the things they've been telling us keep changing around because they're trying to streamline it in some ways. So I still haven't had my consult with the gynecologist. That's in about a month, December 23rd. I'll meet with her, and she's my priority right now because I need to have hysterectomy first. So, and I have no clue from the time I see her to when her next surgery is, opening is. So, but anyway, nowadays for the phalloplasty staging, they are scheduling all of your stages at once. So they'll give you stage 1 through 5. They'll give you all 5 of your dates at once. And I think somebody who recently had a consult with him broke it down that stage 1 to 2 is 6 to 8 weeks between, and then 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 are all 12 weeks between each other. So most people's stage 1 date and stage 5 date are almost exactly 12 months apart within a couple weeks. Just a couple weeks shy of exactly the year mark. So for me, you add on another probably 6 to 8 to maybe 12. I don't know how long between hysterectomy and healing time before they do a stage 1 on me. I don't know. The gap, I have to ask her that when I see her. But I'm thinking I've got at least, say it's 12 weeks, at least 15 months of just being from surgery to recovery to surgery to recovery. That is a long time. That's as long as my baby niece has been alive. And that, everything that's happened in her lifetime, the past 15 months, feels like a lot. So I'm trying to imagine what it will be like to essentially put my life on hold for at least a year. At minimum a year, most likely 15 months, if not longer. Which feels scary as hell because I don't know that I will be able to do my job in between everything. Not that I'll be in that much pain or that much discomfort, I don't know. But a lot of people that are going through this surgery that are talking about it have desk jobs or work remotely or work in grocery stores, stuff where they can more easily get back to work. My job is so physical. I don't know that I would feel safe or comfortable trying to go back in those in-between periods. And also it would just be strange for my clients, in the realtors I work with a lot, to be hey, I'm taking clients for these 2 weeks, and then I'm taking 3 months off, and then I'll be back for 2 more weeks. It's very disjointed. So it feels it would be hard to be yeah, it seems more likely that I'm just gonna be closing my business. I don't really know. So I feel I have so much on the table just thinking about it, because it's if I say close my business for the entirety of the time that I'm healing, what am I gonna do for work? Or what am I going to do for income? I have no idea. Can I get disability? I don't even know. Can I get unemployment? I don't even know. Should I find a remote job? But it's also how am I going to find a job and then be hey, every 3 months I need 2 weeks off? It's going to be really hard. So I'm what the fuck am I going to do? Essentially. So, and then it's if I close my business for a year to 15 months, every contact I have is going to have found somebody else to be their go-to person. Are they going to come back to me if I come back into the field a year and a half later? I don't know. I've only been in business for 2 years. So I don't know if it's like this whole new chapter is opening up. And like, yes, I don't want to like do septics forever. I want to be an advocate. I want to write a book, but I'm like so hung up. I can't get myself to write my damn book. I've been saying for like 3 years in a row as my like goal for the year to write every day. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. Something is blocking me. I don't know if it's because I feel like I need to be like completed my journey, but it's like, why can't I start writing about the other stuff? Well, you know, it's like I'll have plenty of time to write when I'm not working for like a year plus potentially. So I'm just like, what do I do? It's hard because they've like opened this door where I was just talking to Han about this the other night because they were like, why all of a sudden now is it like a really big thing? And I said, you know, because until this time last year, I did not know that abdominal phalloplasty was an option. I thought there was just the arm or the leg, which I didn't want to do either of those. And then there was metoidioplasty, which just uses the growth you have from hormones, and I was like, I'm not going to be satisfied with that either. So I just wrote it off as something I was never going to be able to do. It was something that I just forced out of my mind all the time, the thoughts I would have about it, because it was like, there's no option for me. So I just did not think about it. And I was trying to convince myself, like when I met Han, I said, yeah, I don't know if they want to have surgery, because at that point, more than 2 years ago, I really didn't think that I would, because I was like, there's no option that I want to do, so I have to just exist like this. And it's gotten harder and harder. So, yeah, the thought, you know, it's like, I'd have to wait so long to be able to like save enough money to then not work for a year. You know what I mean? Like if I was trying to save money, it would take me like, I don't know, 5 years to save enough money to not work for a year. I don't know that I can like survive in this mind set, this state of mind or whatever, for even like another year. Feels really hard. You know, like say maybe I do like hysterectomy as soon as possible and then wait to do the staging or fallow until like 2023. That feels like so far away from me. And like, yeah, a year goes by fast. Like a year ago, I was like, hopefully I'll have surgery in a year, and here I am, not even done my consults. But I don't know, it just feels like so long, and I'm just struggling to figure out like what I'm gonna do, because I want to have the surgery. I want to feel like good in myself. I want to feel complete. I want to like move on with my life and not be like transitioning. I want to have just transitioned, done transitioning, and now I'm just living. So that's hard. And so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I could do a fundraiser like I did for top surgery, but like, how would I have enough to support me and Han? I mean, Han works part-time right now. They're hoping to get a full-time job with this place that's potentially hiring in their area, like their design field. So like that's a potential, but it's like still, I make good money with my business, so it's like, how would we supplement? And I'm just constantly turning these thoughts over because my anxious mind wants to like have it all figured out before I even schedule anything. But the other part of me is like, just trust that it'll work out. You know, like, so scary. It's scary to think about. And like, I know at the end of the day, like 5, 10, 50 years from now, this part of my life is going to be so small. The recovery, everything is going to be so small in comparison to like living my rest of my life with a penis as I feel I should have been born with, as I feel is missing from me. That's just going to be the best, and I want it to be the best possible outcomes. Are there other procedures for this kind of surgery that just lump you with like 1 3-month recovery and then you're good to go? More complications can occur, less sensation. Like, the method I'm going for has the best results as far as minimal scarring, which is important to me. Minimal complications, important to me. better sensation, which is important to me. All things that are important to me. So it's like, I know I'm making the right choice as far as like who I've chosen to go through, but I'm scared as hell about the whole process. And thankfully, what was I gonna say? Thankfully, this guy, there's a whole bunch of people of us in the Facebook group that are going through the same surgeon. And, you know, everybody's kind of suddenly grappling with this, like, now that everyone's getting their stages, like, all at once, everyone's like, wow, this is, like, a fucking year long, at least, if not more, if there's other things that come up, you know. So, we're all kind of, like, grappling with that, and so he's, like, suggested that this one guy suggested that we do, like, a little, like, Zoom call support group with each other, so we're having the first call tomorrow. I'm excited for that, to be able to talk to other people who are, like, literally going through the same thing with the same surgeon. I think that's gonna be really nice, because I can talk about it all day. In this video, I can talk about it all day to my friends, but they're never gonna get it. Not in the same way. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just feeling like, what should I do? And I hate that I have to, like, that our society is just based so much on money. Like, literally, we have to, like, just pay to exist, and that sucks. Like, I wish I didn't have to worry about that. I wish I could just have this surgery that's going to, like, save my life, my quality of life. But, yeah, it's stressful. Stressful as hell. So, anyway, if anyone has and the problem is, like, any job that I'm, like, low-key interested in is also, like, physically laborious, because that's what I like to do. Like, maybe I like drive for FedEx, and it's like, you have to lift packages. You have to drive. Like, all the things that I am interested in doing, I can't do. It's like, I need, like, the perfect remote job or something. So if anybody at all has ideas, even, like, a bunch of random little odd jobs I could do to make money, like, something. Or, like, say you've been through surgery and you were able to get, like, a temporary disability or something, or unemployment, like, let me know, because I need to, like, figure out what we gonna do to get through. So that's that on that. Yeah, so one last little tidbit for the end of this video. Han and I are finally under contract on a house. So fingers crossed that all goes smoothly, because that's giving me anxiety also, because I'm, like, waiting for something to happen that makes it, like, not go through, because we've had such a hard time in the first place. So I'm not gonna feel secure in that until I have the keys in my hand and the house is mine, because up to that point it could get taken away at any moment. So, but that's the happy moment for today. So anyway, send some good vibes, because I'm feeling stressed. But if you listen to this whole thing, thanks. And hope you guys are having a good week, and I'll talk to you next time.